Recording, start streaming.
Oh, we are
And we are live, just on time, right?
it is 8:01 now.
As you can see, hopefully our audio is a little bit better than before.
Hopefully it's way better than before.
As you can see,
Our backdrop not so much.
Our backdrop's sort of falling apart.
Possibly
right.
15 steps forward and 1 step back.
Yeah. But it's all good. We've got some special segments today, which we're going to start trying to do on a normal basis. We've got the memes of the week, and
Oh, this is going to be good this week.
this is going to be good. And we're going to start trying to do some more segments other than news as well. So, yep, just posting on the Instagram. We may be streaming on Instagram in the future.
I hope we are.
But recently, the news has just been kind of boring, not going to lie. All right, there you go. I'll post my meme link. Hopefully that'll work for you. If not, whatever.
All right.
So, again, if you don't know who we are, I am Jay with Jmart Media. I used to have a little card underneath me that shows my name and all my social media links.
Oh, we can still do this.
We can still do that?
Almost. Let's see. Full screen. Scroll all the way down. All right, look at that. There you go. Share my screen.
Yeah, so there's our info right there. But anyway, soon it'll be on the stream. Not gonna lie, I straight up forgot about it this week.
I did too.
But there's other stuff we didn't forget about, I guess, probably.
Like the audio.
Like my Gatorade bottle. Not sponsored.
Yet.
All right, let's hop straight into it. With the, what do you want to talk about? iPhone, Google, Facebook. We've got a lot of Facebook topics.
We got a lot of Facebook topics.
Usually when Facebook's in the news,
they're really in the news.
it's not a good thing either. So what do you want to start with? iPhone?
Yeah, let's start with the iPhone. How much of this topic were you able to read ahead of time?
0.
0.
Wow, that's rough. So you guys remember Samsung from a few years ago, right?
They were professionals at this.
Yes, they're professionals at exploding phones.
Do you want to hit the AC?
Oh yeah,
There's
I'll
a
turn
fan
down the
option.
AC. Also, we have AC, and our mics are hopefully not picking up too much of it.
And hopefully we'll pick up less. But yeah, the story is a child was using an iPhone in their bedroom. I believe she was 11. Yeah, 11 years old. And it caught on fire. It started sparking and caught on fire. And
It's on low.
she managed to throw it onto the blankets, but ended up burning
we share?
herself. Yes, we're going to share. So, how do you feel about iPhones now?
It's kind of scary. It's an older iPhone. You can scroll up and show the image, right?
I don't know the image.
I guess it's a video, but
Okay.
that's a kind of image of the burnt iPhone. Did it say how it started?
I don't think they found out officially how it started. But down here in this paragraph, Apple said that they are in touch with Kayla's family and are looking into the matter. The company said that generally, unauthorized third-party cables, unauthorized repairs, or external damage could possibly lead to the risk of the phone malfunctioning in this way.
I will say overcharging a phone could lead to that.
Or the charger being bad and just overvolting it.
Yes, overvolting or overamping it could cause damage. Although there should be safeties inside the phone to prevent that, fuses and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the kid is okay, which is good.
But yeah, kind of wrong word for this, but kind of cool that it's not just a Samsung thing. That it's
other devices too.
Yeah, a global. All the different brands are gonna have this problem. Because with Samsung, a lot of their parts aren't actually made first party. They buy them third party. So
yeah,
Foxconn will make this part and Broadcom might make this part, and then they put them all together. Just like Apple doesn't use Apple screens, they use Samsung screens. So it's interesting to see who's making this Apple battery. And I honestly don't know if Apple makes their own batteries or not.
I would guess they probably don't, but I am not sure. Okay, good. My stream is live.
Oh, I didn't even check my streams. Live. Oh, we are.
Yeah, kind of. The audio sounds really great just after listening to it briefly.
Especially on laptop speakers.
Yes. So
Oh, we're
Hopefully we
kind
got
of
that
live.
issue fixed.
There we go.
Okay. But yeah, I would say be careful when you're charging your phones. I know for me and the drone stuff, you have to be really careful when charging those LiPo batteries because they're flammable if they get punctured or overcharged or charged too fast. And they can cause a big fire, which I don't think they use LiPos in phones. They probably use nickel cadmium or whatever. But batteries are pretty flammable. So be careful when you're charging them. Charging them when you're charging them is the most dangerous point for the battery in terms of fire. So something to keep in mind. Obviously, the phone manufacturer should put safeties in place so that doesn't happen. But
and then I think I remember reading somewhere that she was streaming video, like watching videos, which is also phone intensive, and that heats up phones.
Yes,
I'm curious if that had to do something with the battery expanding.
I can definitely see how that would happen.
Because even on mine, if I do Bluetooth and Google Maps, like I'm writing, even if the phone's getting 60-mile-per-hour wind on it, it's still hot when
and GPS does.
Yeah, and GPS burns through your phone.
But yeah, glad she's okay.
I'd be curious on the more specific conditions like the humidity and the heat level in the room.
Yeah.
Especially for where we are, the heat and humidity is really high when I sleep. So I could see it happening too, like my Galaxy.
Yeah.
But then, if you have AC running in your house, it's a lot harder to envision this happening to you.
Yeah, because the AC controls the heat and also conditions the air and removes that humidity to a certain point.
Yeah, it could even clean the air and keep the dust out.
In other news, Google Assistant voice recordings. So we've been talking about Amazon saving
your
user voice, and Google does it too, which we also went into Google saving it too before.
Yes.
In terms of the Google, like Google Maps.
Yeah, Google account.
The Google apps, yeah.
But this one's especially scary because instead of it just being on your Google account, apparently Google has entire buildings full of people that just sit there and listen to your Google Home recordings.
Wow.
And we can screen this over. This is on Forbes, but these are real problems revealed by the Belgian leak of Google Assistant voice recordings.
Is that a Google device there?
Yes, this is a Google.
Is that like the main control hub for the Google Home services?
I don't think this is
the Google Nest or whatever.
I think this is the Google Nest.
Okay.
But apparently one of the workers over in a Belgian office building, I guess you would call it, leaked that what exactly Google's doing. My favorite part down here it is way down here. Google issued a blog post addressing several points related to the news story. Only about 0.2% of all recordings are singled out for review by language experts. So 0.02, that's not a whole percent. That's a fifth of a percent. So it's
5 out of 1,000 people. Right.
But if you
2 out of 1,000
assume that out of all the recordings, so if you talk to this one time a day, it's like 1 in 5,000, right? But then if you talk to it twice, you just doubled your odds.
Yeah.
So people who use it like, skip this, or Google, skip this song. That would count, and then it would continuously up your chances of being listened to by a real human.
To a certain degree, though, for debugging purposes,
it's needed.
It is needed to a degree.
But that's an opt-in feature.
But it should be an opt-in feature.
Yeah, I would argue that's a really big opt-in feature.
Yeah. Because if you don't understand why they're doing it, so when you say something to your Google device and it comes back with the wrong answer, maybe the Google device heard you wrong, they're having people go through and listen to it as well and say, hey, this is why the device misunderstood you.
Yep.
So that's why people are listening to these recordings. They're not listening to it specifically to spy on you, but it could be a privacy issue.
Yeah, because a lot of these were that they were actual bedroom or phone call recordings from when You were just on the phone in your house, and
And that, I feel, should not be recorded at all.
yeah.
It's different when you press the microphone button and say, "Okay, Google now."
Sorry,
I'm
guys.
surprised our devices didn't activate. We probably have that disabled. But when you say that and then you tell it a command or tell it something to search, that's a little bit different than
Or if
just
I'm driving,
listening to you in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah. It's like if I'm driving and I hit that little microphone button, say, Google, take me to the nearest fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
I don't mind them recording that.
Yeah.
Because I just want my food. There's nothing special about it. But I don't want them recording the rest of that 3-hour car ride.
Yeah.
I would expect it to cut off once I have my directions.
Yeah. That's kind of where it gets a little bit sketchier. So they do have a valid reason for listening to some of these recordings, but
I would like an opt-in option.
Yeah.
Or a opt-in even farther than that, so it's just not you're either in or out. It's I'm in, but you can record me during these times, or you can record me for this length of time.
yes.
It's like, oh, you can't record me between the hours of 8 p.m. and 7 a.m.
So like when you're at home asleep or
Yeah. Or you have friends over.
Yeah.
But like if you're at home and working, then it doesn't make too big of a difference.
unless
Just
you're
most
working
people.
with private
Sensitive
information
yeah.
or
You're a
in
therapist or
business
something.
meetings, or you're a therapist or a doctor and don't want to give away people's personal health information.
Yeah. But I'd be curious on how long it takes before someone tries to sue Amazon or Google or Apple with Siri
Yeah.
because of the privacy concerns. They're going to lose because of the end user license agreement. I'm sure it's buried in there,
Yeah,
I,
there's a
for
lot
one,
of stuff
haven't read
buried
it.
in there.
but some would argue that it's illegal. But if they tell you like, hey, this is what our product does and this is how it does it, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah,
As long as you know what you're signing up for.
yeah. In other news, the other evil corporation,
Oh, they're not evil. They're just misunderstood.
Facebook, in case you didn't catch that. Not Amazon, Facebook this time.
We're streaming to Facebook today, too.
We are streaming to Facebook, actually.
Don't record us, Facebook.
Oh, we're recording ourselves in this case. I think we gave up that
Gave up
that
that right?
option. Yeah.
Oh, man. We're going to head this
So
here.
Facebook got a $5 billion fine for the Federal Trade Commission. Is that what FTC stands for?
Federal Trade.
It's an embarrassing joke, apparently,
Oh,
according
man.
to The Verge.
It's an
King of embarrassing jokes.
Oh, yeah. No, this is really embarrassing. So they got hit with a $5 billion fine for privacy violations. Doesn't really matter which ones. There's a lot of them. So they got hit with a $5 fine for some of them. But as soon as they got hit with it, their stocks went up almost 2%.
That's really odd.
Which is a lot of percent. The best part about this is even though Facebook got hit with a $5 billion fine, apparently they were preparing for a $3 billion fine. So he was already like
Expecting.
expecting a big hit. And Mark Zuckerberg's net worth went up $1 billion.
That doesn't make any sense.
This man is now worth $1 billion more because
he got fined by the FTC.
And I'm curious if it's because he upheld his trustworthiness. It's like
By paying the fine, or
just paying the fine and not
trying
talking.
to debate it,
Yeah.
or make a big deal about it.
He's like, all right, take the money and just keep going. Apparently, $5 billion is a very small number.
Actually, apparently, it's a very big number in FTC fine history.
For the FTC, it's huge, I think.
Yes. So you can talk about why you think it's a small number in a second. But reading from this article from The Verge, it says that $5 billion fine is a big deal. It's the biggest fine in FTC history, far bigger than the $22 million fine against Google in 2012.
That's way bigger.
Yeah, that's way bigger.
People don't understand the difference between 22 million
That's-
and $5 billion.
What, 250 times bigger? It's a lot bigger.
That's like getting paid 22 cents an hour versus $50 an hour or something like that.
Yeah, that's
It's
something like that.
huge.
It's, yeah.
So the reason I think it's a small number, which I'm pretty sure everyone else thinks the same thing, is Facebook made $15 billion in the last quarter as a profit.
Not profit, I don't
Oh,
think.
in revenue. They made as in revenue, $15 billion.
In the last quarter.
Yep, and then 22 million.
22 billion in profit last year.
Don't worry, guys.
This is a
I
lot
can
of money we're
read.
talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry. So this is a quarter of their profits from last year.
Which is
really
still
a lot of
hard,
money.
That's a really hard hit.
Yeah. But they're making a killing
Yeah.
from advertising and from selling your data.
Oh man, he doesn't even have to sell.
Which
He
is
can
probably
give it away.
why
like
did they
I
get
am.
fined anyway?
So I tried digging through this, and it just led to one article after another article after another one. Apparently it was just a privacy selling.
Okay. Just regulatory compliance, blah blah blah. A fine. Okay.
But apparently a lot of people aren't happy that it's only $5 billion.
Only 5 billion. The biggest fine in FTC history
Yeah.
by a wide margin.
One tweet here is the FTC just gave Facebook a Christmas present 5 months early, which is very fitting. Could you imagine getting a parking ticket and then being worth $1 million more? That's
That'd be
essentially
great.
what happened.
Wow. That's insane that it raised his net worth and the stock went up.
I'm gonna look real fast. I wonder if the stock went back down.
True, it could have just surged for a second.
Yeah, it just dipped. There we go. So you can see it. Right
Okay.
there's the spike where it shot up, and then that was at 2:20 p.m. And you go, and it drops right back down at 3.
And I guess that's market
4
close at
o'clock.
5, and then
Yeah.
it's just steady since then. Huh. So it just surged briefly, it looks like.
Surged for a couple hours. I'm glad it went back down, to be honest.
Is that why his net worth increased? Because the stock price went up? Because if that's the case, then his net worth has just decreased again. In which case, he basically came out even.
I don't know what his net worth was. I don't know if there's a live feed.
But that's pretty insane that he's worth 76 billion.
What? And the crazy part is that's not even close to Jeff Bezos at 164 billion. He's halfway to Amazon.
What's that say for Elon Musk?
19.9 billion.
19.9 billion.
So
Okay.
it's way less than 76 billion.
I used to think Trump was rich, but then I found out he's not.
He's not.
Yeah, look up Trump's net worth. You'll be surprised. It's going to be in the millions.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought he was in the billions.
Oh, it does say billion. Trillion? Does that say trillion?
No, 3.5 billion according to Forbes as of March 5th.
Okay.
Uh,
That's higher than I thought, but
and that's 2.8 billion according to Bloomberg.
okay.
So it's somewhere between 2 and 3 billion.
I thought he was worth like 300 million, but maybe I was thinking of someone else. But yeah, still, in comparison to Musk or Zuckerberg or Bezos,
Yeah. A drop in the bucket.
that's nothing.
Yes, that was a first Facebook article there.
Yeah, so we've got a few more of the
And then these second two go hand in hand with each other.
okay.
So let me open them both up here real fast.
Yeah.
They're both from The Verge. Got a lot of my news articles for this week from The Verge. But one of the titles is House Democrats are considering a bill to ban Facebook from the finance industry. The second article, Facebook tells Congress how it thinks Libra, which is its cryptocurrency, should be regulated. So they're one and the same for the articles. They're posted same day on The Verge. We can
That's interesting that the Democrats come out against Facebook because usually the Democrats are more progressive.
So you think splitting
In
up
my experience.
currency is a better option?
What do you mean splitting up currency?
So we're not all using the USD for stuff. We have the Facebook currency on the Facebook marketplace.
I would not have a problem with that because the U.S. currency isn't even backed up really by gold anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Man, I almost want to switch my meme now.
Yeah.
I got to go on for this one. Yeah. No, I saw the one meme this week. It was Congress not wanting Facebook currency because it's not backed up by any real standard. And then it's the U.S. Treasury and the little guy that looks both ways and then backs away.
Yeah, we've been off the gold standard for a while now, right?
I would imagine so.
But, yeah. I don't know. I think that if we were to get more money into cryptocurrency, it would be a good thing. I don't know a ton about crypto, but...
So I don't fully understand how it works.
Yeah. The problem with electronic currencies is that if they can just be inflated without control, that's a problem.
Yes.
But from what I've heard, Bitcoin is somewhat
limited almost.
Yeah, somewhat limited. And then gold is limited. The US dollar is not. But it does increase it does inflate at a pretty steady rate.
Yeah, they try to make it steady.
So, yeah.
One thing I would be really curious with this is exchanging currencies between platforms. Because if Facebook has their own cryptocurrency, then Instagram's part of Facebook, so it won't. But Twitter is going to end up having their own cryptocurrency. And then you're going to get this huge divergence.
Yeah. And then if they're volatile, then you kind of have problems.
But I'm curious on how long it'll take before they're not super volatile anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be like any
Bitcoin
currency.
has kind of evened out.
Last time I
think around
checked,
10K.
Yeah.
See what Bitcoin's worth now. Yeah, but volatility is another problem with electronic currencies.
Here we go. Yeah. Well, I can't spell Bitcoin, but Bitcoin price is almost 11K.
Yep. And what's the range there? How far does that?
So that's
differ?
a month. There's a year. So it went from 3,500 since Christmas.
Okay.
This spring it shot way up.
Okay.
And then the 5-year, you got that huge 20,000 spike.
So it's rising again. Wow. It's rising a lot again. Interesting. So maybe it's not that stable.
But I'm curious if we wait 2030 or something.
Yeah.
If it all balances out a lot more.
I think crypto is going to stay around.
I would be curious on a cryptocurrency that's not mineable.
If it was just there was a set amount.
Yep. Like a bad example, Chuck E. Cheese tokens or arcade tokens, where there's just a certain amount in the building, essentially.
Yeah.
And like there's all the tokens we got. Almost kind of like stocks in a little bit.
In a way, yeah.
But you can't expand it, of course.
Yeah. With stocks, you can split.
Yeah.
But
so Amazon could be like, all right, we're creating 10 billion Amazon points or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can just buy them, and 1 point could be worth $10 or something.
Yeah. And then you could I guess you could buy other things on Amazon with those Amazon bucks.
And then
those people who get the bucks would buy and
yep.
Kind of keep the money in that ecosystem.
And then if you buy something with the Amazon bucks, it would be cheaper than buying it with a US dollar.
Yeah.
Kind of like how
they don't have to pay a credit card processing fee.
Kind of like how it is now with the Amazon Chase card. All Amazon purchases are 5% off.
Oh, nice.
So they're already pretty much doing that, but they're doing it in partnership with Chase. But
I don't know. We'll see where crypto goes in the future.
I would really like it if CPG Gray or one of the very well done YouTube creators did a very good explanation on here's how cryptocurrency works, here's all the major ones, here's how the whole system works.
Because everybody's done a crypto video, but they're so high level that you really don't even get
I need them to explain the penny again.
Yeah.
Nah, when Bitcoin first came out, I thought it was a fad. I believed it was just gonna come and go, just like pretty much Vine did.
Yeah.
Which is a segue.
Yes.
To our next topic.
Another Facebook topic. So Facebook just acquired Jason Toff, who used to be one of the head honchos over at Vine, and he is going to be working in their new product experimentation team. So that means that Facebook is going to be working on something to compete with Snapchat, I guess. Do they own Snapchat?
No, they don't, because we were talking about this before.
We were talking about that before. They own Instagram.
They own Instagram, and then one other thing that sounds like Snapchat, but it's not Snapchat.
Interesting.
And I always forget what it is.
So they own one of the bigger social medias, Facebook, obviously. And then they have a photography social media, Instagram. So my guess is that with hiring this Jason Toff guy, I think they're probably going to be working more into video now, which they've already tried to kind of compete with YouTube for video a little bit.
Okay. So you think that they're going to use the Vine idea? WhatsApp is what they own.
Okay, WhatsApp, yeah.
They're going to use the Vine video for social networking or social media instead of almost like selling products.
I don't know.
Because when I first heard you say this article, I was curious if they were going to do it to sell products.
I think a product could be, I think a software could be a product too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't think it necessarily means product.
Okay, the second sentence here says, Toff shared that he'll be leading Facebook's new product experimentation NPE team, which is probably how I got that.
I think it'll be a software product.
Revealed last week, the NPE team will focus on entirely new experiences for building community.
And just coming from Vine with a Vine background, I think it's going to be video related,
Okay.
or very short attention span related.
Oh no!
Because that's what Vine's all about, right? It's just
I don't like
a short
that.
6-second. Because Vine was a 6-second video clip, and I would compare it to Snapchat. I haven't really used Snapchat. Haven't really used Vine either. But I've watched like Vine compilations, just for the comedy, I guess.
Okay. Now, I'm glad you put this article in here because it reminded me of another topic that I forgot about until just a second. But it's from The Verge. I'm going to throw it up on the screen right here. Google takes another chance with social media networking with an app called Shoelace. They're about to open it up to New York City first.
That reminds me of Facebook opening it up to only colleges.
So I really, really, really like this idea.
Okay.
I think that this might actually be better than
Google
what's
Plus?
currently out there. It's going to be way better than Google
Okay.
Plus. So the idea behind the Shoelace, stupid name, Google Shoelace, is that it's a mix of dating and social media in a way.
Okay.
It tells you, so you can create a group. So like we can do like VR at my house. We do it every Monday night or something.
Kind of like
You're
a
welcome.
meetup.
Yeah. And you can be like, oh, can I come out? And then they can accept your
Reject you.
Shoelace. Yeah, they can accept or reject you. And then you can just hang out and make new friends. It's
Okay.
not made to be like Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat where
So
you're
it's
on the device.
designed to get you connected with people in your area and who are doing the same things that you do,
I think so.
which is cool.
So one of them was like walking a dog in a park, I believe was an example. It's like, hey, I walk at this park this morning. Who wants to join me for a walk? And then you can just meet up with people at the park.
On one hand, I like that, but on the other hand, I see Google, and I see Google using Google Maps to detect that you are walking in a park
Oh, no.
and sharing that with the people
Yeah.
around you who are also on Shoelace. Or
I don't like that.
Or
at
we've
all.
talked recently about the Google Maps and detecting whether you're on a motorcycle or a car
Yeah.
and whatnot. I can see you being automatically shared with other people who ride motorcycles in your area. and Google tracking you and just connecting you with people automatically.
So I'd be like,
Or
Google.
connecting you with people who Google search for similar things to you.
So what happens if, like, I'm on my motorcycle, like, Google, take me to the nearest gas station. Instead of taking me to the nearest gas station, they take me to one that's on the other side of the intersection that's a motorcycle's at. Like, oh, someone else with a motorcycle's filling up here. We're going to put you here also because we know that you talk.
You have a chance to,
Yeah.
say, hey, I like your bike, and then connect with that person. I can definitely see that being a thing.
I never thought about that's.
Or if Google Chrome detects that you spend a lot of time on Reddit, they might connect you to other people who browse a certain Reddit sub as you do. So I just see more privacy issues.
You say Reddit, but that means it can see your entire search history. So
it's Google. Yes.
Yeah. So it won't just be Reddit. It could be any website.
Yeah, any website. Yeah. Whether if you browse technibble.com, which is a forum, a tech forum, it might hook you up with other
tech guys.
Technibble forum browsers.
Yeah.
Or if you visit USAolympics.com or whatever the Olympics website is, it might connect you with other people who are interested in the Olympics.
If you're an Instagram influencer,
it might
connect
you
all
with,
of you into the same warehouse building, just lock the doors and walk away.
I can see Google doing that just to mess with Facebook.
Oh, that would be some sabotage.
Yeah, that would be. So I can see how it seems like a cool idea, but then I just see the privacy issues.
Yeah.
And people would be totally fine with it too.
I would be totally okay with it for the most part.
Which is the scary thing. Because that just gives Google more control. Not to be all conspiracy theorist, but
they're plenty big as it is.
Yeah. So we'll see where it goes. But there are positives and negatives to everything.
I only saw the positives. I never saw that idea to it. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Because now I can just say, oh, I'm going roller skating here this night. Any other roller skating fans can come out with me. And I thought it was really cool.
And I think that's cool. I think that's cool. But if Google detects that your location is at a certain skating rink on a regular basis, I definitely think they're going to suggest you to connect with these people. Like on Facebook, you see people that you should connect with or add friends, right? There's a list of people. I think you would show up on the add friends list of other people.
I wonder if it will even notify you. Like how it does with
probably not. Unless you see them on your list.
Yeah, because like on Facebook, we're Facebook friends.
Yeah.
Not to spoil the fourth wall for anyone.
Yeah.
It tells me Jay is attending an event tomorrow, and it notifies me. I click on it, and it shows me what event you're going to.
And that's only if I say I'm going to an event, which is usually your events.
Okay.
Which, spoiler alert, I don't actually go to, but I want to get that exposure. So
definitely
I say
helps.
I'm going or interested or
So I'm curious if you'll do the same thing.
And that would be, I think, an acceptable, because that's opt-in to a degree, right?
Yeah.
Because you opt into going to an event.
And then when you start going to a bar, it'll be like 7 hot singles are in this bar.
Find them.
Yeah, good luck. You got 5 minutes.
Yeah. So I can see. I don't know. I'm split.
I really liked it till you started talking. You really ruined it.
There we go. Sorry, Google. Don't track me down. And that brings us perfectly into our sponsorship video. Well,
we made
kind of. This video is sponsored by Jmart Media and Nephew Tech.
Nephew Tech. There we go.
Ooh, did you do your Thursday night live streams?
No, I didn't. It was storming.
Oh,
and I rode the bike, and I was really pissed off.
Oh, gotcha.
Some of us are really cold and really wet.
Hey, perfect for this house.
23-minute drive. Last 4 minutes rained on me.
Ouch!
I got
almost made it.
So close.
Should have driven faster.
No, I'm good. I'd rather just get wet.
You don't want to die?
Something about death just isn't appealing.
Ooh. So, does mobile gaming have a place? So, for those of you who don't know, Nintendo just released the Nintendo Switch Lite, which is similar to the Nintendo Switch, except that I believe the little thingamajigs on the end are not removable.
Yep.
And it has a little bit longer battery life, a little bit smaller, more compact.
I believe the screen is also lower resolution, if I'm not mistaken,
Okay.
which will also extend battery life.
I think those are the notable differences. But does dedicated mobile gaming devices, do they have a future
The same future coleslaw has in the trash.
in the trash?
In the trash.
I think that people will buy them, but
Yes,
I think they are definitely going to be dying off shortly.
So the only reason people are going to buy them is because it's Nintendo. If Nintendo
Yeah.
put its games on more platforms, even just on PC,
Yeah,
you would
where's my
never
phone at?
sell a Nintendo hardware product again.
Yeah, because nowadays everybody has one of these phones. Back in the day, there were Game Boys,
Yep.
Game Boy Advance, there was PSP, which was PlayStation.
I own almost every Nintendo handheld up to the 3DS.
Yep, there was
And
the
that's-
3DS,
that's
which
when
was
the
kind of a
cell
big
phone hit.
thing. Yeah, it was. And I feel like there was something else too. Maybe I was just thinking of the 3DS.
Because it was like Game Boy Color,
Advance.
yeah,
I
Game
don't know,
Boy
it was in there
Advance, Game Boy
somewhere.
Advance SP, and then it went to the DS, the DSi, the 3DS, then the 2DS, and I mean then there was like the 3DS XL and the XXL, and then all those weird variations in there.
I think with everybody having a phone in their pocket with the processing power, they're going to be dying off.
Yeah,
Although I wouldn't be surprised if someone makes a case that has hardware buttons.
Yeah.
Because that is one downside of gaming on a touchscreen device is you don't have the hardware buttons.
yeah.
Especially for like a thumbstick or bumpers.
So the hardest thing I see with trying to sell a portable console is that generation is now us, and I don't even have a single game on my phone. I make a point not to have any games on my phone.
Yeah.
If I'm going to play a game, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to play it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a time waster.
I think a lot of people are different than that in that they download games to play when they're waiting at the doctor's office or they're waiting in line at the grocery store.
See, that's
Although
when I do
that's
the
a
news
different
research.
type of game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only way I see these working is if they can compete more with the Fires, the Amazon Fires.
Because they're so cheap nowadays.
You
You can get them for your kids.
They're like $30
just-
the next 2 days, which we're about to talk about again, with
The Amazon Prime Day.
But yeah, $200 for a handheld console for a kid is outrageous in my opinion.
And another downside of the Lite is that they already have the Nintendo Switch, which is better in every
Every
way
single
except for
way.
battery life.
Battery life and price. That's the
And
only
price, yep.
two things.
So
That
the
it does
Nintendo
better.
Switch is the exact same. It might be a little bit bigger. The thingamajigs are removable, so you can
Yep.
play with friends.
The Joy-Cons.
Have you ever played? Yeah, the Joy-Cons. Have you ever played the Switch? I played Smash Bros.
So we own a Switch. I never played it by myself.
Okay.
I don't know how to turn it on.
Yeah.
If I play it, someone else is already playing. Like, oh, can I join play with you?
Yeah.
And then it's like, sure. And then hands me a controller. I look at the screen and then button smash till you figure out how to play
Yeah.
because it's a Nintendo game.
Yeah. Yeah. I've played the Switch once. It was Smash Bros. Brawl.
Okay,
Or
yep.
Smash Bros. Maybe not Brawl.
Whatever the new
Yeah,
one is.
whatever
Yeah.
the new one is. And I caught them pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I will say I kept bumping the back buttons and the side buttons just because it is so
Okay.
small. It was hard
Oh.
to hold without just.
Yeah. Oh, so they
touching
put the two
buttons. There's buttons
Joy-Cons
everywhere.
together.
We each had a Joy-Con.
Oh.
So we took the
So you got,
Joy-Cons
like-
off the side, played on the TV, which I don't think you can play on the TV with the Switch Lite,
I don't believe so.
which is another big downside.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for the extra $100, buy the Switch.
Yeah. Did you watch the WAN show this past Friday? They talked about the Switch for like 45 minutes.
I must not have then.
Okay. If you're really interested in Switch, watch the WAN show. They did a long discussion on this, and it pretty much came down to if you're $100 tight.
No, I do remember this. Yeah, I did watch it.
Yeah.
Because they said
They got Brandon in there too.
yeah, you can buy the Joy-Cons for like $79.
Yeah.
The extra Joy-Cons. So if you want to play with friends, you can spend $200 on the Switch Lite plus $79 on the Joy-Cons, and you've spent $280. Whereas if you just spend an extra $20, you can get all the functionality with the
Yeah.
Switch.
And then I think it was Linus's argument the whole time was some people just don't have that money.
like kids is
Yeah.
what was his point.
Yeah, the kids don't have the money. And then my argument is they should just,
Save up a little bit longer.
and if the parents don't have that type of money, then you really shouldn't be spending it on a Switch.
Yeah.
There should be more important things to put your money into. Because Nintendo's definitely a luxury brand.
Yeah.
I think it's just like Apple in a lot of ways, where you don't own it unless you have the spare money to buy another one.
Yeah. So I think dedicated mobile gaming is going to die, but I think that
Yeah.
there will be cases developed, especially for popular
Partly
phones.
wish it wouldn't, but in order for it to not die, I would rather have something that's more mobile than the Switch Lite that plugs into a TV. Because if I were to mobile gaming, chances are it would be in like a car ride or something.
Yeah.
Or on an airplane, which is the idea behind the Switch.
Yes.
Switch Lite.
Yes.
Is that you'd be using on an airplane or in a car or something. And it doesn't make sense for $200. It's a really weird center space where, well, I have a phone and I have a tablet and I have a laptop. Why would I need this weird fourth device?
Yep. Other than, like you said, it's Nintendo.
Yeah.
So people buy it just for the Nintendo games.
Oh, we got one more? Is that all right there?
Didn't you have something? Oh, we have the memes.
Oh, we got memes.
We've got our first dedicated segment, which is Meme of the Week, where we each have a meme. And
So I accidentally closed my tab. Let me find mine here.
I have not seen his meme yet, and he has not seen mine.
We're going to find out how to do a poll on YouTube.
Yeah, a poll on YouTube, or we may just end up posting a link somewhere.
Yep. So mine is a Prime Day, because Amazon Prime Day is today and tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday. We might talk about Prime Day more. I don't know, but
we tried to pick somewhat relative meme.
Yeah.
Like not relative, but what's the word? Like current.
Yeah, current. I know what I know what you're trying to look for. I can't think of it. But here's mine here. Relevant. There we go.
All right.
We're gonna throw our faces over for a second.
I just worry that people are forgetting what Prime Day. Oh, it's Optimus Prime.
It's Optimus Prime.
God, it took me a while because I haven't watched the Transformers movies.
So if you're just listening and not watching, it's a tweet. It says, I just worry that people are forgetting what Prime Day is really about and who died to make it possible. And it's a picture of Optimus Prime from Transformers. I saw that this morning when I was scrolling through Imgur, and it killed me.
It took me a second, which is what makes a meme good.
Great.
All right, you want to click on mine?
That
I think it's appropriate, yeah. I don't know
You
where...
think it's appropriate?
Yeah, I think.
Let me full screen.
So, I don't know where the guy in the background comes from.
Tinder. Who are all the new people in your area? Oh, I've seen this one.
So, this goes back to kind of the Google shoestring thing, where it might tell you people who are in your area, just based on proximity. And I probably shouldn't be explaining the meme because that kind of kills it. But
no, you should
anyway, there's this area. What?
Explain for people who don't understand.
Yeah. So you want to pull it back up?
Oh,
it's a great meme, dude. Come on now. We can show it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's the Area 51 guard. He's just looking on his phone, and then suddenly he realizes,
Ding.
wow, why are there so many people in my area? I'm in an isolated area and in the middle of stinking Nevada desert. That's where it's at, right? Nevada? Or South California. Anyway, wherever the heck it is, it's isolated, which is kind of the point of Area 51.
Yeah.
But this past week, and then like the people are in the area, and his phone lights up saying there are a lot of people there, and he's like, why? And starts sweating, apparently. I have no idea where that background is. It looks like the Key and Peele guy.
Yeah, I don't know where it's from. I can get our resource guy over here who knows everything.
But anyway.
Yeah, no, I've definitely seen this before.
Everything recently has been flooded with Area 51 memes.
It's
Show them aliens. Show me them aliens.
How many people are currently attending that event?
Yeah, so if you're not aware, if you're living under a rock or you're stuck under Area 51 and somehow were able to watch this video, there's an event on Facebook that someone shared called what? Storm Area 51. Show them aliens or something.
They can't stop all of us.
They can't stop all of us.
Oh man, I don't know how to share this with only sharing part of my screen.
Could you maybe F12 and go into the developer console and like delete half the screen?
What we might be able to do actually is.
We can screenshot it.
Oh yeah, let's just do that.
So we'll show you the event, but there's a ton of people sign up to go to this event.
1.2 million going.
That is a lot of people. Now, I doubt any of them are actually going to show up, but it'd be really interesting if they did.
There we go. It's good enough.
There you go. That works.
There it is.
Storm Area 51. They can't stop all of us.
And then right down here in the bottom, 1.2 million going, and then 985 on top of that interested. So it's over 2 million people have clicked either interested or going on here.
Which is 1 in 150 people in the U.S.
That's a lot of people. Obviously, I haven't clicked either.
Yeah. Which
Oh, it is in Nevada.
Nevada. Okay, I was right. Right? Did I say Arizona? I probably said Arizona.
And California.
In California. I was wrong. In
Texas
that
and Iowa and every state around them.
except for.
Except for the one. Oh, personal project time.
Oh, yes.
You won't believe what I picked up.
Start sweating like the guy in the meme.
Yeah. Won't believe what I picked up.
Did you actually pick up the Raspberry Pi?
And I set it right back down.
Ah.
Guess who doesn't have a micro SD card available at the moment? This guy. I picked it up, brought it all the way up here, plugged it in, and then realized that there's no point plugging in because the USBs for power. I need a micro SD card to put over the HAS-IO. So I put it back downstairs. I was actually going to start it today. I was going to sit down and get it installed. So now I have to order a micro SD card. I'm hoping a Samsung one goes on Prime tomorrow.
Yep.
That's the
It
goal.
probably has. Have you bought anything on the Prime deals?
Oh, I bought 4 SSDs.
Okay. For the business?
Yeah, for the business. I bought 0 things.
I haven't really looked at it yet because today was the first day, right?
Yep.
And
Today and tomorrow.
I was working.
It's really weird that they put Prime Day on Monday and Tuesday and not
The weekend?
Friday, Saturday, or something like that.
Ooh, one thing I did see, which is smart of Amazon and also kind of sneaky. A lot of the Amazon products are
That's
on
pretty
a
much
huge
all of it.
sale. As in Amazon Echo, Amazon Dot, all those different devices. Amazon Echo, I think I already said that. Because they're trying to sell
Yeah.
primarily their
And even
items.
like Amazon Basics clothing is on
Okay.
sale.
And Amazon Basic makes a lot of things.
Yeah.
They make cables, they make headphones, they make, honestly, they make just about everything. Just like if you go into a grocery store or a Walmart, how they have all their branded stuff. Amazon's moving that way too. And honestly, I think the quality is just about the same.
It's not bad at all. Yeah, we can share this part. So here's the Amazon Basics stuff here.
Okay.
So Amazon Basics offers everyday
Is that
items
a camera?
like
Or just camera accessories?
camera accessories, I think, HDMI cables, batteries, audio cables to gear up your electronics, as well as home necessities like bed sheets, bath towels, and knife sets, all
Wow.
at a value.
You can't buy the knife sets though if you're in Europe.
Right. But
Apple actually scroll up again. Apple certified Lightning to USB cable. Huh. That's surprising.
so actually, a lot of my cables in the house here are Amazon Basic cables,
Yeah.
just because they go on flash sales all the time.
Yeah.
I also use Amazon Basics trash bags because those went on a huge sale.
Like,
Black
how
Friday.
bad can it be?
Yeah.
It's a trash bag. Literally a trash bag.
It was like 4,000 trash bags or something stupid. But they literally sell.
And I
Quite
guess not all that stuff is Amazon. Actually, is it?
it is all. We're on the
Wow.
Amazon Basics up here in the top right.
What is that? $102?
Amazon Basics double nylon braided USB-A cable with lightning connector. I think that's a misprint on our price. So we may be able. We're gonna do this real fast. Make sure it doesn't. Yeah, it zoomed all the way to top. Cool. So here's the cable here. That's $102.
12 pack.
That's a 12 pack.
5 foot. Okay, that makes more sense.
3 foot.
So it's like
12 pack.
What? $9 each.
But then we come down here, and it went on a sale. So it's usually 151. Right now it's on a lightning sale.
Okay.
But
So it's normally like $12 a pop. Now it's
yeah.
$8-9 a pop. Huh. Wow. I thought that was a $102 cable for a second there.
Yeah, kind of got me too, actually. But yeah, Amazon Basics actually makes a lot of products. Whoa, I got 2 followers up on Twitch.
Nice.
We got 3 views. Sorry, I didn't monitor
we're
Twitch
sharing.
chat room. No, we're not.
Or not. Oh, I'm
It hasn't
delayed.
updated. Yeah.
Oh, I will say, so our setup, hopefully the audio is much nicer. We put a lot of work into this audio.
A
Because
ton of
in
work
case you don't realize, we have 2 mics.
instead of the 1.
And we have a camera. Last week, we got his mic synced up with the camera. This week, we came in and my mic wasn't synced up because we hadn't used it before.
Yeah.
And it sounded awful. You can still... Sorry, guys. You can still hear it. If I clap, you can hear the clap at a slight delay. But it's much better than it was before. Before, it was humorous to listen to. It was like a clap, 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 clap. Just with one clap. They were so far off. So hopefully the audio has been good. We put a lot of effort into it. Shout out to the Twitch crew. Did you get any comments?
One of them did. I'm gonna butcher their name here. Tereston?
He responded with some things.
Yeah, I don't know what they're
I
called.
don't know what they're called
They're
in
not
Twitch.
memes.
Oh man, I should know what they're called.
What's those things called in
What the things called on Twitch? What are
them things called?
Twitch reactions called?
Unfortunately, this was like 30 minutes ago. I think he's left us. Nothing ever happened over on my YouTube and my Facebook. Nothing ever happened. Anything good for you? Anyone show up?
I think I viewed it.
Oh. Hey, at least you have it on public.
Yeah. Well, I believe that's it for this stream.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing pretty dang well. If you want to sponsor us, shoot us an email.
If you got setup ideas, let us know.
Yes.
We've changed a ton. The backdrop's going to have to get redone. As you can see from last week,
We
It
had
did
kind
something.
of expected the foam to expand.
and it didn't.
We were very wrong. It shrunk somehow.
Not
Yeah.
sure how.
Also,
You-
the wall behind it is not painted black. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to tell. It's gold, not yellow.
It's rose. No, it's not rose gold. It's just gold.
Just gold.
Oh man! But we got more lights in here now, so we actually have the ceiling light turned off in this room, and we're going just off studio softboxes.
We have 5 of them.
It's a lot, actually.
It's a lot of lights.
We got one back behind us on both sides. We got one for each of our faces. So I have one right in front of me to light my face, and then one for him. And then we have one right above the camera, so that when we look to the camera,
And it balances everything out.
because that one actually makes a ton of difference.
Yeah,
But I quite like the setup so far.
I like it.
It's definitely getting better. I really want to see what the audio sounds like with
Me
the
too.
AC unit on, because look who's not dripping in
Yeah.
sweat. It's the first time. It looks like I'm
Yes.
not dying. Cool. I'm ready to go.
Join us next week, and let's tech about it.
We're going to talk about all the things.
Tech about all the things.